basically. Now we're recording. Joseph Richardson here at Joseph Richardson Loves Sports. If you tuning in from Twitch, go Dogs 1989. Now, crazy that I got any energy. I did take an NIL deal before ending. Was it this? Was it right before I stopped? But yeah, man, Ray Lewis is middle linebacker 1 after video 1, which I will upload to the 3 at a time. But let's see. Yeah, I didn't need a. I kind of was there just in case, but no reason. Yeah, man, this ain't necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, when you give that much, I've had pits in the end zone. Yeah, even teammates do it. Probably bailed us out. Yeah, they basically just stepped out. But if I could only tell y'all some of my personal life that doesn't need to be said to everyone, which is why I don't talk about the adult stuff that I want to here. Cause what would be the point? Yeah, thankfully the defense was there, but just knowing that yes, I did get, on TikTok, an OF woman did follow me back, and I am subscribed to her TikTok, not OF, which she also has, but fact is, working on my friendship with her has actually went a long ways for that reason. Fact is, she doesn't follow me back on X, but I can still. Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. Let me not get too tongue-tied or too confused. Yeah, get 'em. But no, Luckless Holly. Yeah, she's German and Italian ancestry, but but when I mentioned all my ancestry I likely had, she said she was pretty much the same, except I don't have Italian. I think she knew, but just, you know. Honestly, do I? Yeah, I'll just try to get. But honestly, I she her I do know she is Holly Morris, but that's only because she's been married, going through a divorce that she's close to having. Which, I'm not gonna badmouth about her because I don't know what the real reason for all that is. I mean, I've heard from one of her followers that's very loyal to her. I mean, I've started to become one too, so yeah. So with South Florida, do we really wanna we'll just stick with the basic uni. The basic home uni. Now if there's a robbery on the road, maybe.
The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field.
Yeah, I did check TikTok, and nah, she nor her friend that also added me on multiple platforms, not just TikTok, but yeah, Snapchat and Facebook even. Her friend, an excellent doll. I mean, which I can say both are. But let's see. We did get a field goal out of that one drive, so
Offense getting set for first down.
okay. Wait,
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
okay.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose
I
a
have
yard
to,
on that
yeah, I
one.
need
And
to
the Bulls want
just
to pick up
just
the
call
tempo.
something. You
Just
are
what they're
accounting
doing
for
on
the
that
running
last
back.
run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got
Yeah.
it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
You
Well,
see,
this is one of the
they're gonna
fastest
shoot the
quarterbacks in
gap.
college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to
Oh.
catch. As you saw in that last play,
I tried
getting a
to,
first down.
I
He
tried to
got a
call
bunch and looked
for
close to getting a lot more, but he's got the
the
first down.
defense. I mean, we still got good defenders. We just, yeah,
They've moved
it,
it forward to the 2. Now it's
yeah,
2nd and goal.
yeah.
Trying to barge in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Come.
Third
They
and
did
goal.
get closer.
Defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes ahead. And he takes it
Ah.
in close.
Yeah.
First down for this offense.
Yeah, we did get a touchdown. Okay.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at
Wow.
the 15.
Wow, I
He is a
didn't know who I was
finish rushing the
accounting.
passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for
Okay.
getting to the quarterback.
Let's
What
see
a
where
great
I'm at.
job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback
Wow.
the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's going to run it. Still running at the
Damn.
30. He gets the job done, picking up
Who
the
is
first
that?
down, then getting down.
Honestly, I
Nice
ain't
job,
gonna
nice
say the
way to
word,
end it.
but when has South Florida ever had a white QB that was
Now on
good?
2nd down.
Even that Alabama transfer was a failure when he was quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right.
Man,
All kinds of running room.
sloppy,
Touchdown
sloppy,
Bulls.
sloppy.
He broke away.
No defense. Is Miami really a cursed team?
Offense in a split
I'm starting to think they'll be much better team with Beck.
Got it behind the line. It's Eccles.
Yeah. Fact
And
that
he's
was
got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
no
A lot
defense.
of urgency for this offense.
It's not a great feeling on defense.
I think
too.
the-
When you're
the
blitzing,
Miami
you're expecting to get a
Hurricanes.
sack, you're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
I mean,
Got it in the middle. It's Lamb. And they wrap him
assisted
up, and
tackle.
not before he's got enough for the first down.
At least I
Guys at the
did get
back.
an assisted tackle, but geez, I gotta work on
They're looking at a 3rd down and short
On
from
him.
the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open down.
no the
Touchdown.
3 zone coverage, no pass defense. Sadly,
Offense set on first down.
if the Big East only wouldn't have crumbled, like
The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him
I
down.
mean,
Not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
that's the thing
Bulls have
about
it with
not
a first
finishing
and
full
goal.
season is
They're
whether
gonna run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing.
I mean, this is atrocious. Let's see who
Drama
wins.
built throughout this game,
Yeah,
memorable
Miami's
plays,
curse.
and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to
The
wish
fact
they'd
that
called some
Miami
different plays.
even
They
made
had
it,
some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up
I
plays
gotta
to win.
get
I don't think this coaching
Lewis's
staff
speed
did a great
up.
job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in
The
the
pass
game.
defense was
Short in overtime.
god
I'd
awful.
almost rather get blown out or this game
I'm
decided
sorry
in
I
regulation.
say god awful,
Very
but
frustrating to lose a game, especially
atrocious,
like this.
yeah.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, our
It's
entire
like, is
broadcast
there
team,
even
I'm
a
Rick
god
Staples. This
anymore?
has
Is
been another
even
presentation
is even the
of EA
one
Sports
true god
College
even
Football.
existing anymore? Cause I do, Kylie. Well, if Emery didn't play the full game, well, De Castro has all these abilities. Well, truth is, they both did well. Emery threw a pick. De Castro had to come in. But I think I still got one assisted tackle, maybe. I mean, that's it, though. I mean, what else have I done? Have I really... I mean, have I really thought... Oh, let me, No, let's not bring back the former mayor candidate where I live. Huh. Yeah, he definitely only got 16% of votes. But the fact that Miami had an offensive spark and it fell short in OT, yeah, that happens from time to time. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely study a lot. Actually, I might as well. But who knows if these gay turds, cause in my opinion, South Florida isn't good, and the fact that the pass defense, the defense in general play like garbage, I can't be every player on the field. The fact that you're limited to positions on defense, only 2 are available to pick. Oh, fact is, I overran and couldn't slow down my... Hopefully they'll make it easier to control the players. Yeah, I was pit off anyways. Hell yeah. Well, I don't think I was in reach of a pick. But the fact is, when I'm in the end zone, uh, where is... I feel like the defense is going to be sloppy moving forward. Maybe they'll try to play their heart out against Florida. I know I'm at a linebacker 1 and when I won it, I was sleepy as hell. Now I'm still tired. Haven't had an energy drink. Have My brother actually had a ride with us. He actually drove Mom's car to Red Lobster. Yeah, because I ain't driving anymore. I just think after that accident that one insurance said I was not at fault. Our insurance, my mom's, says I was not at fault. But then the woman who didn't yield to me, her insurance is saying it was 50-50, and I completely disagree with that. Get Martinez. Maybe I'll be happy when he is gone. Yeah. No, I think he might have been part of the reason we had to come back. But when the defense is just... Pass defense seems atrocious. Yeah, I like to use big words. I mean, I know what I'm talking about when I use big words. I am middle linebacker one. And yeah, of course we're gonna, well, you definitely like to study, because year one was all A's. You don't wanna, you kind of want to be, like with Florida, I could see maybe, maybe we'll go all green on the Gators. The Gators, yeah, Gators, I don't care what they are. They're the Florida Gators,
The names
so.
that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock
Ed
Stadium,
Reed was a
home of the
Baltimore
Miami
teammate
Hurricanes.
of Burt Lewis
This
too,
matchup
so
today, part of the
yeah, they
lifeblood
had
of the
those
sport,
boys.
a rivalry game where the
Testaverde,
results will be
I'm
remembered
surprised
for a
if
lifetime.
Dorsey doesn't get
As we'll see a
mentioned.
team fresh and ready to
Testaverde
go off
though,
a bye
he
week,
had a
the
son that
Florida
was a
Gators.
walk-on for Miami. I don't think, ended up staying on the team. Can't fault him if he didn't stay though.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Okay, you see.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. It's complete.
Dang.
A huge pickup. And he slipped through the crowd and
Dang.
he'll house it.
What a
Touchdown,
crappy
Florida.
defense.
Man, you want to make a
Hey
statement
God,
early in
wanna
the
bet
game, your
that the
first
Miami
offensive
pass D
possession,
is
you go
atrocious
75 yards for the
in this
touchdown. Their
recording?
opponent right now
I'd
is
bet
literally in
I'd win the
shock and
bet with
awe.
you,
They're in
God. I bet I
disbelief. They
would.
don't even know what hit them.
Yeah, I know I'm blasphemous, God, and you gotta forgive me for that. I just know the
The
offense gotta
Gators
keep
sending
us
the
in
offense
games.
back to work. A quick
When
strike
atrocious
touchdown up
D
top the
assists,
last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter. Dave.
maybe I
Just
spoke
find a
too
way to
soon, but
get
I
these
do get
guys the
angry
ball
at
in
you, God,
space.
for no
And you already
reason.
started, man. Making that big
It's
play,
just a game.
opening
I
up this
gotta,
offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it
yeah.
right back to him.
They,
And he
they
was
didn't get
fortunate not to
nowhere.
lose yardage on that
They
play.
barely got back to
Ranging
the
back.
line, but I'm out for third down.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Now, do I think Mr. West was a virgin? I need to
Dropping
forget
back.
that I
It's
ever
Lagway.
thought.
Quickly to the tight end.
Yeah, that's the
And the
thing.
defense
Lagway
makes the
is,
immediate tackle, but he has enough
he's a
for the
dual
first down.
threat.
David, that is a great secure.
While I do feel like if I brought back Tebow in
Line
this
gets
game,
set. First down.
and it may be possible that I sit behind Lagway if I bring him back on the new game.
The give out of the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Yeah,
They have set the
you
tone
gotta
in this one
kinda,
already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. On second down, he'll fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll
yeah,
lose yards on that one.
yeah. I mean, so far so good. We're up now, so let
First
me calm
down here for
down.
the offense.
I see where the, well, it depends if he hands off or not.
Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2.
Yeah, I'm looking to shoot the gap.
The play action fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Good thing there's still a defense.
You gotta bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people.
Aguirre,
That's what you
he's
need
pretty
in the
good.
linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Yeah, we're doing a
Third
nickel
down
blitz.
conversions are a huge stat, and this
Whether-
one will be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Daniels.
Oh,
And they'll finally get him down.
I
A
didn't
great,
quite get
terrific
to him.
pickup.
I need to up
Well,
his
look, that
speed
wasn't a
up.
touchdown, but that was a massive.
I didn't quite, I ain't quite fast
Florida
enough,
has the ball back, and
which
here
is
comes the
why I
offense.
do want to up his
Jesse, a
speed at least
very
once.
productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what
Yeah,
they can do here in this next drive.
I had
And
a
I don't
great
expect anything
coverage.
different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
Real. Yeah, the
The offense
offense is
lining up for a first
dead,
down
pretty
play.
much. Imagine if there's a fourth quarter surge.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that.
He barely got any.
They just never
Now
developed.
I am,
Now
in this
facing a
case,
3rd and long.
am I accounting for the back?
From the gun, wants
Absolutely
to
I am.
pass. Got a man. It's
Oh,
Daniels.
dang.
That'll get
I
the
wasn't,
job done and move
I
the
didn't,
chains, and they'll mark
I
the ball at the
didn't,
45.
I let him,
They've
I
done a
gave him
really
too much
good job
space.
identifying mismatch.
I couldn't smother him, but I should have at least stepped in closer.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, 4th and long.
This defensive end is
We
a
got
handful.
some
Here he
good.
has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Yeah, we got some good defenders. It's just the offense is garbage. I mean, Lagway, it has a lot of potential though. I mean, we're now for me to spend some time on the sidelines.
These are the games,
I'm ready to come
these
back
are the
in and
moments.
play.
This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big
We gotta.
moments, Palmer,
I can't.
down to the wire,
If
who steps up
I
and
have
makes
to
the
move
big
to
time
man,
play.
I gotta
And
remember.
this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this,
It's
game on
okay.
the line and one of the
They
biggest games of the
did get the first down, but it
Calling a
wasn't
timeout here, you have
wasn't
to
the
avoid
biggest
making a
play.
mistake in this situation.
I mean, at least it wasn't a touchdown.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, we could have
To move
had the
quickly
game
here.
off.
Still a chance, but they've got to force
Could
the
have
ball
had the
down
game
field.
off.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes.
Now,
Sack.
with it being 3rd and 18, yeah, I would say I
There's a
haven't done
long and
much.
storied history of great games
But
between
Miami
these two rivals, and this
has
chapter
a
adds
rally
another to
and
that legacy.
we hold the
Really
lead.
impressed by the poise
I wasn't
by
out
winning
for the
teams,
very last
though.
play,
They
but
weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. They were able
who
to
saved the
go out
game
and
for us
execute
though?
to get this one.
Emory Williams
In these rivalry games with all the emotions
was
running
able
so
to
deep,
to
like you
start, and
sometimes get overzealous, sometimes you get too many
I think I gotta
penalties,
believe
it's
in
hard to
Emory
control
Williams.
what they did. They kept it in check, and now
I mean, I can believe in Emory Williams.
So
I
that's
really
gonna do it
can.
for us. For Jesse Palmer,
The
David
Castro
Palmer,
ain't a bad
saying
option
so
either,
long.
though.
This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I just think the Castros, you know, right now just a backup for a reason. Well, I see Emory Williams. Yeah, 1 TD, no picks, but he did have, what was that? 65%. Yeah, it's just hard to see on this TV, but I can still look. I mean, it's not the worst case. Thought I wasn't too sure if I got to stop or if I was just playing, if I just had my moments in coverage. Yeah, I mean, good and bad coverage moments, but there was the fact that I could have stopped a running back after the catch and he got a first. Still didn't lose though. Just know, after losing South Florida, we weren't gonna let the Gators beat us. And if my girl Locust Hollies was to see this, she'd probably not really want to see me being a Miami Hurricane player brought back to the game. Oh yeah, yeah, it definitely went up. I definitely did extra studying with energy. And of course, I've been at middle linebacker 1 since the start of today. Now, now I do have full energy with no press needed. I love to work on my coverage, even if I haven't had time to upgrade it yet. I mean, I've only upgraded IQ thus far, and hey, don't be disappointed that you've upgraded IQ twice already. Well, you, even though the pass coverage rating isn't very good for Lewis in this, you kind of wonder if it'll be any different with going back to high school, depending on where you're ranked and such. While we have no picks so far, but yeah, cover stack, uh, cover stack actually itself too though. Yeah, that was a bad ball. That's really crucial to get a pick or a batted ball if possible. And in this case, we were all trying to game tackle him. Yeah, gotta stay on your guy. Still crazy to think that a guy I was at school with in Turner County, but you know, like me in 1998, also went to the same school in Tift County for 3rd grade, and I don't know if he went to GT Reddick or Matt Wilson, but GT Reddick is just a 6th grade school now. Yeah, I kinda, I'm just hoping the controls improve. The fact is, I'm not bad in man, even if his rating in man is not that great. I do feel like I do need to get speed up at least once. At least once, then you worry about all the rest of the stuff. Yeah, picking end zone. I've done that like 3 times with Ray Lewis in practice. Too bad it hasn't translated to end the game, but it looks like I got him there. Yeah, I got the running back or whoever. Yeah, yeah. But if my buddy Will Henderson has checked out any of my gaming posts, I'm sure he'd love to follow me or subscribe or whatever with YouTube, or at least just watch. Now, for the longest time, when on my main channel, I don't remember if I eventually followed RBT, but Samuel Brown's a great dude. I mean, Pat McAfee knows he he was he was he was he was tricked into believing that RBT was gonna be on Pat McAfee. And did Pat McAfee ever follow him back? Well, I don't follow Pat McAfee, and I'm not a big gamer, so therefore I don't worry about it too much. What are we saying? Uh, No, I don't know if I mean I make smart decisions with the college players, cause how else did they? I mean, players still get to the NFL not being the best, but where are we at? 30 minutes? Okay. And I do, while I do appreciate, I mean, thinking about my friend Kayla that I met at Gym C that is currently married. I never liked her like that, even though one of my other friends' ex-boyfriends that was older than her by a good bit. Yeah, I was telling him, she had a boyfriend, and she did end up marrying the guy she was dating at the time. But as far as my friend, who I temporarily had a ruined friendship with, she was able to forgive me and add me back, and then she deleted that page and added me on her new one. See, if somebody's meant to be my friend, it can occur. Yeah, that was deep coverage. Pretty good though. Sometimes I can man up, but in that case, that was the defense had to bail me out because I was clearly getting outclashed. Yeah, sometimes I do feel like if Bordet's or whatever his name is, Bordeaux or whatever, I feel like he is one like RBG I can subscribe to and hope to get the best content. That I mean, Emery still has a lot to learn, but as far as my late friend Kayla goes, it's good that she is married with 2 kids, and even though she had a baby that was born and didn't live, that was her first son, but her next son was meant to be and he didn't die after birth. He's doing well, and whether Kayla cares to even see what I'm up to, she's still, I believe she's still my favorite friend, and she was happy I found her new page, because I think her old page is back up, but I don't know if she even has any use for it anymore. But I think when I send her stuff in private, she'll look at it, but she might not reply to me because she's just so busy, and I don't get mad at her for that. I never will. Yeah, we gotta make sure my dude isn't injured. Now to Yeah, we wanted excellent leadership, and look at that. We knew we could become a clear-headed. Was that even a mental ability I considered? I think fan favorite was one I was definitely high on getting, cause I usually go with another one when I have to equip mental abilities. But the Cuse in Miami, this might have been a Big East showdown years ago, but much of the Big East today is in the ACC. Some of the other schools ended up going to group of 5 schools or conferences that are currently group of 5. Big East dissolved like salt, became extinct like a dinosaur. You name it. We could have went all orange. I wouldn't have minded all orange, but for the Qs, I didn't want to do that. I accept the orange jersey with the white pants. I think if there's another team I want to do that one alternate with, that other alternate like I did with FSU year one. Well, let's see.
The give to the tailback.
Oh,
Jukes his way for
and of
more.
course,
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
yeah, he picked up 8. But you see your dude that you're counting for. Whether it's a
The give
run,
to the back. A collision, and he stopped
look,
at the 27 after picking up 1.
I don't think,
You can barely
you know,
hear yourself
as a
thinking here as they're
linebacker,
trying to
or
get this
do
defense
I,
off to a good start.
you know you're on the dude.
They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own
They're running.
39-yard line.
Let's try to
It's a really
see
good
if
sign
we
if you're on
make a good
offense
play
here.
call
You're putting it on
here.
your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here.
You
early
gotta
for
be
this
careful.
offense.
They'll
You
line
gotta
up
be
for a
careful.
second down play.
Yeah, you see your assignment. Try not to disband
He's
from
looking
it.
to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Garcia.
He
He's there
lost.
to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse.
Am I going out of the
2 yards on
game?
that play.
I'm not always gonna be out there and they're down. I just need
Offense in
to
a bunch
get his
formation.
speed up. Good job on getting his IQ to a decent overall
On
though.
second down, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's out.
Yeah.
The defense wouldn't let
Another
it loose
third
there.
down.
It was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Whether my coverage is bad, it don't matter.
This offense has a second down play.
We're in a scoreless ball game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
We're gonna-
Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Wow, I
He gets it
should've.
so close to that imaginary yellow line.
Now,
I think he's
what are they gonna
just
do here? Let's see. We actually
Here's
get,
this offense with a fresh
we
set of
score
downs.
first. Just keep playing assignment football. Don't worry about hitting the
Give to running
stairs.
back from the shotgun.
I mean, of
Not
course,
much
being a
doing
linebacker,
there. He gets it to the 26, a gain
we
of
actually
1.
want to play the.
Time
We're gonna
winding
call
down in
that.
the quarter as they come to the line.
While it is risky, do I?
From the gun. Give on the inside.
Yeah.
And they'll make the stop,
I think
and we are
sometimes
headed
I
to the
do
end of the
make the
first
safe
period.
play call. Sometimes I'm wondering what did I call.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've
Oh,
put one
it's
in the books.
it's
Let's
not
take a
even
look at our
halftime
game
yet.
summary.
But Miami, to have on TV, is actually doing a pretty good job. I mean, most of the point, I mean, most of the offense has been through the air, though.
To the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
Okay.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, makes a diving snag along
I was
the right
in-
sideline.
It's all right,
He
though.
threw that one with some serious heat.
Well, I
This senior
forgot I was a
quarterback
man.
doesn't need a
This
lot of
TV
space to
ain't
get
as
in there.
good, but I'm accepting that I like to challenge
He's gonna
myself.
pass. Got it set up on the outside.
He,
No siree, not this time. The
we were
defense
all
was
trying to
there
get in
and
on
ready
the
for that
action
one.
there. No, I ain't talking that kind
On
of
second
action.
down, just keeps firing. And he's all bottled up, and now
Come on.
it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football.
Man,
You
we-
cannot put
I wasn't anywhere near it. I was
Doesn't
trying
matter
to
how
cover
many
out
defenders are around
there.
you, how hard you get hit, you cannot
They
turn the
still
ball
lost
over and
plenty
have
of
the game.
yards. I think they still, like, that dude. Yeah. I mean, they couldn't, our team couldn't quite get on it, but, man, this is huge. They did end up with field goal now, too. But we're still up.
The Orange have
Hey.
the ball back and ready to go to work.
You
Just
see
as they
your
had to kick a
assignment.
field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see
Come
what
on.
happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand
Uh,
what they're trying to do, what their
we'll
game
call
plan
that-
is. Now you get to go into phase
Yeah.
2 of your game plan.
Well, I don't feel comfortable
Off the play
calling.
fake on first down to throw.
I almost
And it
got him.
slips through his fingers,
I almost
incomplete.
got a
That would have been
QB.
a huge
He
gain
doesn't
if he
have
could have
Common
squeezed it.
Core. That's
After the
probably why
incompletion, it's second down.
I think Syracuse being a former Big
He's
East
looking to
opponent
throw.
will
Getting some
factor
heat.
in.
He'll try to do it himself.
Dang.
Nifty little scamper on this
Look,
one,
what a
enough for the
puss.
first down, and he slides in safely.
I'm just gonna be
Yeah, I
nice.
think you're just seeing the
I ain't gonna say the actual word, but puss sounds accurate. Now, am I even... I was about to say,
Looking
did
for
I
a
need...
productive play on first down.
Well, when they're down 29-9, it really
He wants
doesn't
to
matter
throw.
now.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that,
Yeah,
you might as well
I
hang
actually
on to the ball.
ended up going from
And
zone to
now
man.
it's second down for this offense.
You gotta remember, if
He's looking to throw.
you end up...
This time it's complete. Good call, good execution.
Alignment's hurt. No, we don't need... We certainly don't need a lineman out for a long time. Who knows if he has a couple weeks or something, or just for the rest of the game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gadsden.
Yeah,
The
I got
offense
that
quickly
tackle.
calls timeout to
All
stop the clock.
solo.
Syracuse ready to go to
That
work
was a
with another
full
first
solo
down.
tackle I did all by myself. I just couldn't let him get far at all after I let the tackle.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
He doesn't get
And
much
he's a
there.
real
We're just gonna make a
no-brainer
safe.
man tackled in this
We need to make a
no-gain
safe
land.
call here. You see where you're responsible for the bat.
He's got it. And they got the defense on that
I
one, and they
really,
get it to the 29-yard
I'm kind of
line.
curious.
The offense
I
calls timeout.
doubt.
It's the second one they've
I
used
think
this
they're
half.
just wishfully thinking. Now,
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
I think this is a safe play call. I mean, I'm literally out here.
Throw on second down. And the defense drags him down.
They almost
Love to see
got
the
a first down
fearlessness
there.
of a quarterback to
But the
work
thing
around
is, I need to work. I mean, I did get a solo tackle. Congratulations. It's not a
Syracuse
tackle
comes
for
to the
loss.
line on first and goal.
They are moving the ball successfully, though.
He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Can the
Yeah.
defense stop
You
him
see
again
your
on
assignment.
second and goal?
Play the assignment, or if it's a handoff, look for the bat. You see what you gotta
He's
do,
looking
right?
to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown
They're
Orange.
probably not coming back,
Man, a really
but
nice job understanding.
the fact is, last year in New York, that was an ugly win for Miami. But the good news for this game is, it's not likely for them to come back with that score the way it is. Even after a touchdown, they'd really have to do a lot to get.
We sensed a great deal of
Well,
confidence, almost
29-16,
from this coaching staff.
that could have been a
And
lot
these guys
worse.
on the field, it's as if they knew
But
they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a
Yeah,
really
Emery,
good
he's
game
been
plan,
playing
offensively and
excellent
defensively
when
heading into
he,
this one, David. There
even
was
though
some
De
matchups on
Castro
the field
came
they
in,
thought
he
they could
provided a
exploit.
spark.
We saw that happen here.
And
No doubt. Good job
yeah,
by this
young
coaching
QBs
staff
sometimes
understanding
have to do
who's out
that.
there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
Yeah,
Malachi
forget
Blaze
losing to
Davis, and
South
this has been
Florida.
another presentation of
We've
EA Sports
beaten
College
some.
Football.
And hey, I think the only stat I've made, I mean, Henry Williams, he ain't turning the ball over. I actually like 67% or whatever. But knowing that I ain't getting a lot of tackling, I mean, well, there were so many with one solo tackle. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what you did, was get a solo tackle. But yeah, he played high school in Lakeland, I believe. even if that ain't exactly his hometown, that's where his high school was at. And in my case on social media, where I'm in high school, I don't consider hometown. I didn't live there too long to really consider it being a hometown. Although it's pretty close to where I've lived in 3 of the 4 towns I was staying in growing up. 3 of the towns could, but well, my current location probably has become like a hometown, pretty much. But not born and raised in Valdosta, which is definitely considered title town. But hey, for those on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm probably gonna upload the 2 videos I have. I'm just, even though I'm getting riled up without energy drink today, I just want to say, love y'all. God bless. Just like and subscribe if you haven't. I love y'all. Bye.